Alright, so after drying overnight, I'm ready to trim this juicer. So I already cut it off and to show you what's the looking on the bottom part. So now I'm going to turn it upside down and trim it. There's a little the juicer part here is in the it's not a level, so you need to find something to hold it up. Okay, so here I find a chuck that is fitting, but then the chuck is a little bit too short, so I will increase the height. So first I will get my chuck roughly in the center. And put some clay on the rim here. Put my juicer upside down. Right, so this is in the place. Then I need to find the level. Okay, the level first. Making sure the bubble is in the center. Because the clay is soft, so you could push it. Okay, that looks good to me. And then I didn't stick my chuck because I want to find the level first and then find the center. Okay, that looks good. Right, so I take care of the bottom and I'm ready to carve the inside. The inside is the most important part. before I do that, I like to take care of the little hole that while I was storing it. I use a needle to poke a hole, and now I'm gonna seal it. Just drop in a piece of clay. I'm just using my number 15, the Scrivilo tool. I have 3 different sizes. I'm using the larger one, the largest one, to just carve out the clay. Because when you are using the juicer, this part here, the ridges, the higher point, needs to be a bit sharper. So make sure that you leave that part, the high point, sharp, so you will be able to get the juice out easier. Alright, so after initially using my number 15 Scrivilo tool to carve out the fine lines, and then I was using my number 9 Hsin tool to cut the groove a little bit deeper. And I will finish later on when it's getting more drier. I will use my carbide tool to do all the fine carving later on, and to make it more smooth. And now it's still kind of wet. Okay, so I would wait till it come dry further and then do that. So after further drying for a couple more hours, the piece is much drier. So I'm going to use my number 3 carbide tool because it's easier to go through with the drier clay using the carbide tool. And I want on this part here, the ridges, the higher point, a little bit sharper. So I'm just using the tool to scrape it, just hand carving it. And also I find out that using a needle tool on the very top portion is easier to go through because it's smaller here. And using that to compress and also smooth it. Okay, so this might be an idea for how you are carving it here on the top. Right, so that's the juicer. So that's how it look. The important part is the ridges has to be sharp. So when you are using that to get the juice out, it's easier. So yeah, I spent quite some time, more than maybe 30-45 minutes doing this part, and that result looks good. Okay, so that's the orange or lemon juicer. Easy to make, but a lot of time consuming using taking care of this part. Right, hope this helped. Okay, see you next time.